get back there now. And actually, sometimes we have more time. We talk about, but it's touchscreen, and it's really just what it does. Is it shows up where and when these dates tell you when those ideas. In order for you to have that kind of flourishing, that kind of great advancement in knowledge and science and technology, you have to have great ideas, right? You can't do it without great ideas. And so this talks about what happened, when these ideas came into Africa, So we're not going to talk about all of it, but we're just going to talk about a few things. This is 610. It lights up there. Who knows what that, country is that?
Macaw.
Okay.
She said country.
Okay.
Country.
Well, it's a city. I'm sorry. It's a city. It's a city.
Macaw.
It's a country of Arabia.
All right.
Okay, it's a city. Convert to Islam. His name is Bilal. You'll see a powerful stance that Bilal takes after embracing these ideas of human dignity and freedom and equality. But also, you're going to see a segment of when the Muslims came to Abyssinia. This is all true stuff. These are things that Muslims have really documented, and they've saved this. This conversation that you will be hearing, this is documented, and Islam has passed it down over the years. So as you come across the Sahara, you're welcome to touch this 20 by 30-foot leather camel skin tent. This is camel skin. We brought it all the way from Timbuktu.
Bring it back.
And I want you to know that everything that you see in the whole exhibition, we actually brought from Timbuktu.
Take it back.
We actually created this exhibition, all of the pictures that you see, and also I see these young brothers are looking at these are the manuscripts. These are some are one page.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go eat. Hey, we gonna look like you ready?
Yeah, some that are like
Yup.
But you're actually now getting into but I want you to see how smart, how serious they took the books, right? The books were they were bound in leather. That's how serious they took, the knowledge. So, you're also introduced to just the limit, just feeling like you're on the desert. We want to make sure you got that thing on.
This is what salt looks like when you're doing that put on the table and things like that.
Okay, before you guys go too far, I got one theme here. One thing right here. If I can draw your attention to this one theme and then everything else you can just kind of walk through at your leisure. But this is really important. You need to know this. This particular case contains books that are written by travelers that actually went to the region during this particular period of time that we're talking about. We got two that we talk about. Ibn Battuta. Ibn Battuta was from North Africa, right? Most of you don't know nothing about an Ibn Battuta, but you might know a little bit about Marco Polo, right? Yeah. Heard of Marco Polo?
We play the game.
Well, Ibn Battuta was more of a world's traveler than Marco Polo. He was from North Africa. And he actually is considered one of the most traveled men in the world. Okay, Ibn Battuta. And let's see what he said when he went to the region. Let's see some of the things that he said. Number one, he talks about the fact that, remember, he's one of the most traveled men in the world. He said of all of the places that he traveled to, this particular region was the safest of all of the places that he traveled to. Now, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot for many reasons, but in particular, I know, I got the right group here. I said young African-American men, right? We're basically told that our community is really being overran by black-on-black crime, and people are thinking that, we're just a violent culture. I'm sure you've heard this kind of talk, right? And they make you feel like it's all in your history. You don't have anything else but that. But now you can leave here and say, no, this thing must have happened here in America. This whatever it is that got us affected in that way. This black-on-black crime and all this violence. That's not our history. So we're expecting you guys, You know, and I know that's why they got you in this really special program, is because you're going to be the ones that's going to make a difference. You're going to have to change this narrative, right? So he said of all of the places, it was the safest. He says that the leaders would accept no injustice. So that's what you got to reclaim that. You got to reclaim that. He talked about education and how serious it was. Now he was from North Africa, and he was now in West Africa, right? And he was really surprised to see that parents would whip their children in West Africa if they didn't take their education seriously. That kind of reminds you of some of your parents? Yeah. Right? In your mind,